Hi, this is Carolyn, and I'm here with Aaron, and this is the final episode of our conversation with Swapnil. Swapnil is the CEO of SwingVision, which is an app that you can have on your phone, and it can give you video analysis and shot tracking and line calling and everything you basically need as an adult recreational player. So if you haven't listened to part 1 and part 2, please do so, but here's part 3. So can you tell us what new things are coming out this year? I feel like the app already does so much.
Yeah, we have lots of exciting stuff coming out this year. Obviously, I mentioned the auto scoring is like the big push for us right now. We're going to be adding in lots of stuff with more like stats tracking, like tracking your progress over time and like getting like badges in the app and leaderboards and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of more of like a sort of like gamification element coming in and like more on the social side. Exactly. So that's exciting. And then a big thing for us later this year is also live streaming. So, this is going to start at the college level, but we eventually want to get to a point where like even adult league player could live stream their match. And so, even if your friends and family can't make it out to all of your matches or whatever it is, they can like watch it live from wherever they are. And, especially with like 5G and everything, this is all becoming like so much easier for people to do with their phones or their iPads and things like that. So, that's going to be a big push for us, I'd say, over the next year. And so you should be seeing a lot more exciting stuff from us there. And then the last thing I'll mention is we just launched a new bundle in the app. So there's a few different equipment options you can use, but the best one is actually the mount that lets you stick the phone on top of the fence, because that gives you the best angle, the most accurate stats. And that's traditionally been a pretty expensive mount. It's like almost $100. But you can actually get them together, that mount and our subscription, for like $160 now. So that's basically effectively making the mount like $10. So it's like $100 off almost.
Right.
So it's a really, really good deal. And we've made a referral link for you guys. So, all the listeners here can get that special offer through your link.
That's great.
That's great.
Yes,
yeah.
We're going to make everybody buy it because I want more people to adopt it, because I don't want to be the only one out there with like, I'm going to set up my phone and it's going to, be on a mount. And, at first I kind of, like Carolyn and I went out and met one day. We're like, let's just hit for an hour and try it out, because we were so excited about it. And then it was like, I have this, it just felt odd, like going out with this camera. After a while, we didn't care. We're like, go grab the camera, stick it up there. It's almost like hitting with a ball machine. It's like you're just doing something different on a court that somebody else isn't doing. But there were people very interested in it. So we are going to spread the word and make it, just the norm when you're out there hitting, that you can record yourself and get better.
Yeah, that's how you know if you're the early adopter, if you felt a little self-conscious about it initially. But once you start using it, then, as like more people in your local like club or park start using it, then it's just like the normal thing to do. It's just like bringing your tennis back on the court. It's just another piece of equipment.
Exactly.
So. Okay, well, since you do play adult tennis, and this podcast is mainly for adult tennis players, can you tell us your most memorable moment on the tennis court?
Oh, man. That's a tough one. Honestly, I think it might have actually just been last year was one of my most memorable ones. It was the first league match of the season. It was really unfortunate because I ended up getting injured a little bit later and couldn't really play the rest of the season. But that first match, I remember, I think I like won the first set. Second set I was down, lost it. Third set I was down a break, almost down double break actually, and then I came back and won it. It was just so nice because I had like my team watching me. We were the last match to finish because our match was just so long. It was like really hot. It was one of my uglier matches, I would say. Like, I was just really scrappy, just trying to win the point. And like, I feel like I have a pretty nice looking game for the most part, but like I just was not focused on that. I was like, I just got to win the points here. Whatever I have to do, just like tough it out. And I really enjoy having like a crowd watching. Like I get really energized by that. I play really well, I feel like. I don't actually get nervous. I actually get like really fueled by that. So that was really fun to have like basically literally everybody watching our match there, because we were the last one to finish. And then my fiance was there too. So everybody was just watching it. I just had like a lot of motivation, and I was just like, I got to win it for these guys. Like everybody's watching here. Like I have to find a way. And I just like toughed it out, and I actually ended up winning that match, even though I was like super down in the third set and like very tired, like cramping, like everything. I didn't have the cramps away.
Wow.
And it was recorded on SwingVision.
Another plug for Cramps Away.
So, but
get all the sponsors in there.
No, I mean they're not even a sponsor, but yeah, it's.
I know.
No, but it was crazy. I think I'll remember that one for a long time, just because like I was really proud that I was able to come back in that match, and then it was a great like experience as a player, like having like fans around too. So yeah, that's probably the highlight for me, I think, at least in recent memory.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great. Also, I was going to say that I know you got the idea for SwingVision because you wanted more data on your playing, but I was really hoping that the reason you started SwingVision was because somebody made a really bad line call against you.
No, I wish that would be a funny like origin
That's
story.
A great story.
Like, that's a good like super villain actually story, but no, no, that didn't happen. But it's funny because the worst line call I ever got against me was after I started working on SwingVision, and then I was like, man, and I remember thinking at that time, I was like, oh, I wish I had the line calling already today. But this was like 2 years ago. The technology wasn't there yet. Right. But yeah, it was like it was this really close USTA match. And I remember I hit like a backhand down the line on break point. And it landed in because I was like right on the line. Yeah. And then he was
right
on the other, like kind of on the ad court, I guess, looking at the line. Right. You're not on the line like this. He was like far away like that. Right. So it's like, he thought it was out, and I think he was being honest. That's what he thought. But like, it was so obviously in for me because I was like on the line, and it wasn't even like, it was like inside the court. It wasn't even on the line. But I was just like, oh man, I ended up losing that match, which is really unfortunate because that would have brought me up a break in the second set, and I already won the first set, so I was like going to win the match at that point. But that kind of rattled me, and I was like, oh man. But even in leagues, you can, if you just set up your camera, I feel like people will be a little bit more honest too, just because like they don't want to be like found out later that they called it wrong. Like there's a subtle like effect there. Ooh, so even if you can't use the line challenges, like just record yourself with SwingVision anyway, because at least then you have the video, and like that'll make people a little bit more careful too. I think it has to have some sort of effect, I would imagine. So
for sure, it's just like if someone's actually standing there watching your match as opposed to you just there by yourself.
Yeah. But even the opposite way, because I've had people tell me before that I was playing balls that were out. Like they were out and I wasn't calling them fast enough.
Oh my God, yes.
We do.
And so even the opposite way to make me like,
of the doubt.
Because you have to give people the benefit of the doubt, but to see, yes, these are the points that you are playing. Like, is there a certain area of the court that I'm missing? Is there something? I mean, I think that's beneficial too.
Yeah. I mean, I discovered that recently because we were looking at like serves in particular. Like serves come at you so fast. I mean, relative to other shots that you hit, there's like the fastest shots you return, right? And it's like it's suboptimal because like that service line again, it's not like this. It's like this. So you don't really know. Like it's harder to perceive when the line's not like in your line of vision. And so I see all the time, constantly on SwingVision, like people are just playing balls that are clearly out. And that makes me feel better then about bad line calls because it's like I got so many good calls for me. Like people played my serve so many times when it was long, and it's just like that hopefully makes you feel a bit better about some of the bad calls that happen. And it's just like if you're being honest, like some are going to go your way, some are clearly not going your way, but it's fine. Like I think overall it adds up. But yeah, I mean, hopefully when you get to a point where we can call automatically in real time, like Hawkeye Live, we're pretty close to that. Then you won't have that happen either.
So will it actually have a voice, or you'll just see it on your watch?
It'll have a voice. I think what we'll probably do is maybe partner with like a Bluetooth speaker company or something. So you could put some speakers on the net post.
Smart.
And then it'll just say it out in real time. That would be nice. But I think if everybody's wearing like a watch, you could probably you can play audio on the watch as well. So that's another way to do it.
Wow.
But yeah, I think that's probably where we'd like to move things, where like every net post just has like some speakers on it that you can just stick on top really easily, and like everybody can just hear the calls in real time and the score and all that stuff. So
yeah. I've played a woman that had like a scoring app, not SwingVision, just like one of those scoring apps, and our match took so much longer because she would be like hit her watch and then play a point, and then I just hit a winner, and then she'd put but if this could do it automatically, it would speed things up a lot, which would be nice.
For sure. Yeah. Sure. So that's the goal. I mean, we want to make it feel like you have an umpire on the court that's like calling out the score, and it's like personalized too. So, say like Aaron leads like 2-0 or whatever, like it's going to be really cool. So that's like the whole plan we're trying to make it. So it's going to feel like you're in a stadium court, basically.
That's amazing.
We can't thank Swapnil enough for being on the podcast. I think SwingVision could really help with all the issues I've experienced playing adult tennis. We also have an affiliate link and discount code for SwingVision. So it'd be helping the podcast if you ordered SwingVision through our link in our show notes or on our website. You would get $20 off a year subscription. So it would be $129.99. Or you could get $100 off the subscription and phone mount bundle, which would be $159.99. And that includes the mount that sticks your phone on top of the back fence, which Swapnil says is the best way to do it. So it's a great deal, and we hope you check that out. If you'd like to see a picture of Swapnil, please go to our website, which is secondservepodcast.com. Thanks so much for listening, and hope to see you on the courts soon.